Hi everyone, so in this video we will be learning how to make a simple rabbit illustration using the app called Adobe Illustrator. तो ये वीडियो जो है आपका पहला वीडियो होगा इलस्ट्रेटर में, आपका पहला वीडियो लेसन in Adobe Illustrator. So we're gonna make a cute looking rabbit like this inside Illustrator. Don't worry because this lesson is going to be very simple. We will cover only very simple tools and using that we will make this rabbit. So you can go to File and click on New. Once you click on New, आपको ये विंडो आ जाएगा. अगर आप होम स्क्रीन से शुरू कर रहे हैं, you will have that blue button, no new file. You can click on that also. ठीक है? All right. So now, first of all, what I want you to do is come to the unit section. ठीक है? हम इस right side पे focus करेंगे अभी. Come to the unit section and select the unit called pixels. Okay? And then under width, please set it to 2000. Under height, set it to 2000. So 2000, 2000. Okay? Orientation doesn't matter क्योंकि हम एक square ही बनाने वाले हैं. So doesn't matter. You can give a title for this. I'm going to give the title Rabbit Illustration. Okay. So once that is done, you can click on Create. तो फोटोशॉप आप सॉरी नॉट फोटोशॉप तो इलस्ट्रेटर आपके लिए एक नया डॉक्यूमेंट खोल के रख देगा. हियर यू कैन डिजाइन योर रैबिट. तो सबसे पहले हम रैबिट के मुंह से शुरू करेंगे. वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द रैबिट्स फेस. ओके, वी विल फिनिश एवरीथिंग ऑन द फेस एंड देन वी कैन गो फॉर द ईयर्स. ईयर्स के बाद बॉडी एंड देन लेग्स एंड टेल. Okay, and then finally we will do this ground also. ठीक है? All right. So for doing the face, we will be just a note, we will be mostly using only the shape tools inside the Illustrator. Okay? तो shape tool जो है, it's your fifth tool on the toolbar. ठीक है? It's a fifth tool on the toolbar. So we will be using the shape tool mostly to make our rabbit. Okay, so please come to the shape tool. You may find a rectangle or a circle or a line, whatever it is that you find. Just right click on it and select on ellipse tool. Ellipse tool is used for making circles or ovals. ठीक है? So now I'm going to just click and drag to create a circle. आप देख सकते हैं कि ये oval जैसा भी जा रहा है, circle जैसा भी जा रहा है. Yes, you can see the pink lines are telling me that this is a perfect circle, but I can go anywhere, right? So to prevent that from happening, I want a perfect circle. ठीक है? So I'm still, dragging. ठीक है? I'm clicking on the left mouse and I'm dragging. As I'm dragging, I'm showing you what is happening with this oval. Okay. So while you are dragging, press Shift. Okay. I'm holding Shift with my left hand. With my right hand, I'm holding the left mouse on my keyboard. Okay, so now you can see that the circle is going only perfect. I'm dragging in and out. It's going like a perfect circle. Okay, so I'm going to make the size somewhat like this. Okay, small circle like this, and I'm going to leave my mouse. Okay, so now you can see that we have created our circle. You can click on the selection tool at the top. Please remember कि selection tool जो है, it is just like your move tool inside Photoshop. It is just like your move tool. ठीक है? There's no difference at all. Only thing, the icon here looks very different. Otherwise, it's the same as what you see. It's the same as your move tool in Photoshop. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this circle. Please make sure your properties panel is open on the right side. Okay, I hope you all remember properties panel. In Photoshop, whatever we used to click, the properties of that would be seen on the properties panel. तो आपको properties panel में colors या alignment ये सारे चीजें आप change कर सकते हैं inside Illustrator. Okay, very similar to what you see in Photoshop. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of this. So, coming to colors. Please make sure this is selected, only then you will see the color section. Colors you will see under this section called as appearance. ठीक है, so properties panel, appearance. Inside that you will see the colors. Okay, I hope you remember that fill is the fill color of the circle. Stroke का मतलब है border. The circle's border is called as the stroke. So I'm going to click on this fill color button. You can see it is white in color. We don't want white color, we want something else. So I'm going to go for a peach color. Peach color का मतलब क्या है? आपका जो skin का color है ना, that is called as peach color. So I'm going to click on this I don't know, this orangish yellow, ये yellow orange का mix color एक है यहाँ पे. So I'm going to click on that color over here. Okay, so you can see that inside this color panel there are two sections, left and right. Okay, I was inside the left section. When you click on the color button, the left section will only open up by default. ठीक है, so because I wanted peach color, I selected a color that is very close to it. ठीक है, उस कलर से आसपास जो कलर है ना, उस कलर को मैंने सेलेक्ट किया. Okay, because peach color is almost like orange, almost like yellow orange only. Okay, just little bit changes to make and then you will get peach color. Okay, so don't worry if you don't know how to select the right color also, no problem, because we'll be practicing a lot with colors throughout this course. So you will understand gradually कि कौन से अगर आपको एक color चाहिए, then how to select the color which is closest to it. This thing you will understand as we move throughout the course. But for now, you can just select this color, okay, and you can just do it along with me. Okay, so now I'm in the right side section. So right side section mein you can see that there are 4 pointers over here. The first pointer, you can see that it is you can see what change will happen if you move the pointer towards the right side. So currently the pointer is over here. Lekin if you take the pointer towards the right side, you can see in this bar itself, you can see what change will happen. So this is like a mix of yellow and green color. Okay, and you can see also where the pointer is at. You can see here also it is slightly mixing with green. But if I take it all the way to the right, you can see it is more of green color. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back to its normal position. ठीक उसी तरह से you can see that there are 3 more pointers. Okay, the pointer that I am looking at is this one, third one. Why? Because peach color is nothing but a combination of orange and pink. ठीक है, yellow orange or orange, anything is fine. So that color plus pink will give you peach color. Okay, so you can see that the third pointer, you can see that if I bring the pointer to the left side, it will make it more pinkish in color. वो pink color जो है ना, वो धीरे धीरे से add हो जाता है इस color में. So that is how I get peach color. Okay, so because we have pink over here and you can see it gradually mixes with pink, so I can select this pointer and bring it closer towards pink. So can you see that now this color has changed into peach color? This is almost like your skin color only. Okay, right. So I think now this is done. You can even adjust this pointer also if you want a more light peach color or a more bright peach color, like dark, thoda sa dark peach color, you can take this. It's not exactly dark, lekin agar aapko aur bhi pink chahiye, then you can go for the second pointer also. You want less of pink, you can bring it to the left side. But I think the pointer is fine. I just adjusted the third pointer and I got my peach color. Okay, so now this is done. Next what I have to do is, mujhe abhi stroke nahi chahiye, so I'm going to click on the color button of stroke. You remember this symbol, no? For deleting the stroke or for deleting the fill, you will have this symbol on the very first. It's a white box and there will be a red line on top of it. So that means ki I don't want any border. Okay, so I'm selecting that and you can see that the border is gone. The stroke is gone. Okay, so now we have made our circle. Before I proceed with the other, with actually making the face, there is one thing I just missed to tell. Okay, so I'm going to go to the fill section here. Please come to the left side section. Once you have done making your peach color, जब आप peach color को create करके रख चुके हैं, you have finished making this peach color, what I want you to do is come to the left side section, okay? And bottom you will see so many buttons are there. There you will see one button with a plus sign, okay? So click on that plus sign. And just you will get another window like this. Just click on OK. Now you can see that in your in your color section, you can see that one color has been added over here. Yes, can you see? Before only all these colors were there, it finished till here. But now there is another color that is added over here. So that color is nothing but the same peach color which we just created. तो Illustrator में आप colors को save कर सकते हैं. So when you save colors, you call it as a swatch. ठीक है, swatch का मतलब क्या है? जो color आपने create किए हैं and you save that color, it is called as a swatch. So what I did was basically click on the plus sign. I just clicked on OK. So it saved the color here for me. Now, why do I have to save a color? क्यों मुझे सेव करना चाहिए? Because if I want to suppose I'm adding some other shape, ठीक है, यही document में I'm adding some other shape and I want that shape to be the same color as this one. मुझे same color चाहिए उस shape पे भी. So for that reason, instead of again going to fill, selecting the yellow, orange, going to right section and adjusting the color, I can just click on this color. So you can see that the color will be same, right? So that is why we create swatches. Swatches is what? You are saving the color that you have just created. Okay. So that is done. So now I've explained all the things that we need to know for we need to know in the color section. So now we can go ahead with designing the rabbits. Sorry, not designing. Illustrating the rabbit's face. So we're going to make the eyes, these whiskers, the nose and the mouth. So let's start with eyes. काफी simple है. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this circle. I'm going to duplicate it. So how to duplicate inside Illustrator? Very simple. Press Ctrl C to copy it and press Ctrl and F to paste it exactly at the same position. अगर आप Ctrl C और Ctrl V करेंगे तो भी no problem. But you see what happens when I do Ctrl C and Ctrl V. I'm pressing Ctrl and V. You can see what has happened now. It has got pasted in a different position. It's not pasted exactly in the same position. It has got pasted in a different position. लेकिन ये भी ठीक है. You can always bring it back and you can adjust and you can do whatever you like. Okay. But if you're comfortable with using Ctrl C, Ctrl F, you can see if I move this circle, you can see that it has got duplicated. It was exactly at the same position. That is why Ctrl C, Ctrl F is useful. ठीक है, तो अगर आपके लिए जो भी शॉर्टकट अच्छा हो, इजी हो, you can use that shortcut, whether it is Ctrl C, Ctrl V or Ctrl C and Ctrl F, whatever is comfortable for you. So I'm going to bring this duplicated circle like this. I'm holding the shift key so it remains exactly like a circle, and I'm clicking on the anchor point, dragging it to bring it inside and reduce the size. Okay, so this is my eye. This is the eye of the rabbit. You can click on Ctrl and plus on your keyboard to zoom in and see clearly what you are doing. Next, I'm going to click on this fill color button. I'm going to change the color of the rabbit's eye to brown color. So let's see where brown color is there. In the left side section itself, you can see one nice brown color is there. So I'm going to click on this dark brown color and you can see that the color has been changed. Okay, next we are going to make these two circles, one small black circle and another very small white circle. So we'll be done with the rabbit's eye if we do that. So again, what I'm going to do is Ctrl C and Ctrl F for the brown circle. I'm going to click and drag and bring it here so you can see it has got duplicated. Click on the anchor point, drag and hold the shift key as you drag so that it reduces the size as a circle only. Release the mouse and only then release the shift key. Okay. Again, I'm zooming in so I can see clearly what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the fill and change it into black color. So black color आपको कहाँ से मिलेगा? There are two places where you can find black color. One is here at the very top, the fourth button is black, or here next to this icon, you will see black color is there. Okay, so I'm going to click on this icon. Sorry, that color button. We have changed the this color into black. Again, I'm going to do Control C and Control F for the last time. We'll be creating one very small circle which is going to be white in color. I'm going to go to fill and change the color into white. White also आपको दो जगह पे मिलेगा. एक जगह तो है ये and another one is here. So you'll get white here and here. Okay. Right. Okay. So the rabbit's eye is done. I think I can bring it little bit down. थोड़ा सा नीचे मैं ला रही हूँ बस. Okay, nothing much. Okay, so I think this is perfect. Next, what we will do is we will do the whiskers. Okay, so for doing the whiskers, I'll again go to shape tool, right click and click on create a rectangle tool. I'm clicking and dragging to create a nice rectangle. I don't need to hold the shift key here because I'm creating only rectangle. Agar mujhe square create karna hai, only then I have to hold the shift key and you can see that it is coming as a square. We don't need square for now, so I'm just going to make a normal rectangle. Please adjust the size of your rectangle now itself. Okay, whatever you want, you can adjust the size now itself because we will be learning a feature called rounding the corners. तो rounding the corners में जब आप round करते हैं ना, तो इस feature को करने के बाद it will be little difficult to adjust the size of the rectangle again. So that is why adjust the size of the rectangle and then you can start doing the rounding the corners feature. So what is this rounding the corners that I'm talking about? Very simple. When you go inside, when you zoom in little bit, you will see that inside the rectangle, anchor points ke niche, okay, in below all anchor points, you will see that there are some round buttons. Yes. So if you click, drag and bring it inside, you will see that all the corners have become curvy. So this is what is called as rounding the corners or curving the corners. Okay. So I hope you'll remember this when I say it the next time. Rounding the corners means you just have to click on this button. Please make sure, see now my mouse has changed into rotation symbol and this is the symbol of the mouse which is used to adjust the size of the rectangle. So please be very careful. Your mouse should look like this when you are going near the round when you're going near the round point. वो curve होना चाहिए mouse के नीचे. You can see that. You can see the symbol of the mouse. Yes, this symbol should be there. Only then you can click and drag. See now itself that error is coming because instead of rounding the corners, it is rotating the rectangle like this. So that you have to be little careful. Okay. So just select that rounded button, bring it inside. Okay. So single click, what will it do? I've just clicked and dragged it to bring it inside. तो सारे कॉर्नर्स जो है राउंडेड हो गया है. अगर मुझे सिर्फ एक कॉर्नर को राउंड करना चाहती हूँ, then what should I do? Suppose only this corner I want to make it curvy. Rest all I want it to be same, normal. Then what should I do? Very simple. Just double click on this round point, click, drag and bring it inside. Can you see? All these three corners are normal. Only this corner has become curvy. Okay. So for now, we don't need that one. We don't need double click. We only need to single click because हमें सारे corners को round करना चाहिए. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one here. And I'm going to adjust the size. I know I said ki it's better to adjust the size before itself. Sometimes it is possible. Even after rounding the corners, you can easily adjust the size using your anchor points. But sometimes thoda sa mushkil ho jata hai. It doesn't let you adjust the size properly after you have rounded the corners. Okay, so that is why I said first you adjust the size and then you round the corners. It will be easy for you. Okay, right. So now I'm bringing this here. You know how to rotate shapes, right? हमने Photoshop में सीख लिए थे. Just bring your mouse outside the anchor point little bit. You will see your mouse has become like, this symbol. I hope you can see where my mouse is. I'm moving it a little bit. Can you see my mouse? Okay, so this symbol should be there. Only then it means you can rotate the rectangle. So I'm going to click and rotate my rectangle. Let me make it more small. Whiskers are usually not that big for a rabbit. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, next what I'm going to do is, I will change it to this dark peach color. I'm going to change it into a dark peach color. So I'm again going to go to fill. Okay, let me select this peach color first. Okay, we have selected the peach color. Now we will go to the right side section and make it into dark peach color. ठीक है, हमने सबसे पहले इसको peach color में change किए थे ताकि हम right side section में जाके हम इसको थोड़ा सा dark peach बना सकते हैं. So I'm going to go to the right side section and you can see that it looks little different. There's only one pointer instead of 4 pointers. Don't worry if you're seeing it like this. Just press on this multicolored button once. So you will get these 4 pointers back in place. Okay, right. Now what I'm going to do is, you remember हमने ये जो second point, I talked about the second pointer also. If I bring it towards the right, that pink will increase even more. Yes. So that is one way we can make this into a slightly darker peach. Okay. So you can see we have changed the whiskers color. Now what I will do is I will save this also as a swatch. So we have light peach and dark peach. We would have saved both of these colors as swatches. So we can use them easily for a later purpose. Okay, so I'm going to change this, save this dark pink also, dark peach color also as a swatch. I'm clicking on this plus sign button and I'm going to click on OK. You can see that a swatch has been added over here. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Control C and Control F to duplicate the whiskers. I'm bringing this down, rotating this. So we have got one whisker like this. Now another whisker, I will make it look like this. So 3 whiskers in 3 different directions. So we'll be doing it that way. Okay. Again, I'm going to press on Control C and Control F. We'll bring this down. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to bring it like this. And so we have made our 3 whiskers. Easy? Very easy, right? We have made our 3 whiskers like this. Now we just have to make the nose and the mouth. So for making the nose, we will be using the polygon tool. Okay. So come to the shape tool, right click and click on polygon tool. Now what I want you to do is, just don't click and drag anything. Okay. Just one click on the screen. What did I do? A single click on the screen with the left mouse. Okay. So you will get this window then. You will see one number is written here, some 5, 6 or something like that. It will be written. कुछ इस तरह से लिखा होगा. This I want you to bring it down to. You can press this down arrow to change the number. I'm going to bring it down to 3. Okay. Don't worry if you can't use this arrow also. Just delete this number and just type 3. And click on OK. So what will happen? It will create a triangle for you. So if you change that number to 3, it will create a triangle for you. Okay. So this is how to create a triangle inside Illustrator. I'm going to bring the triangle over here. Let's see how our nose was looking like. Okay. So what I will do is I'm going to rotate this triangle. So click outside the anchor point, rotate your triangle, make it somewhat like this. ठीक है, कुछ इस तरह से होना चाहिए. I think I'll make this eye little bit smaller. It's very big. तो आप इस तरह से adjustments भी कर सकते हैं at any point of time. Okay. So I think this is fine. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to click on this round button. I'm going to slightly bring it inside. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि सारे corners जो है curvy curvy हो गया है. So you can see this happening. How did I do that? I just single clicked on this round point and I brought it little bit inside. Don't bring it all the way inside, okay? Just bring it little bit inside. ठीक है. I can adjust this little bit more. Okay, so I think that is fine. Now we are just left with the mouth. So for the mouth, what I'm going to do is, I'm again going to use the ellipse tool. This is going to be very interesting, okay? So what I'll do, come outside the face, okay? Somewhere here on the blank page. Click on your mouse, drag, hold the shift key, okay? When you're dragging, hold the shift key, ताकि आपका जो circle है वो perfect होगा, and just leave your mouse, okay? Click on the selection tool and adjust the size little bit, make it like small to medium, okay? Around this size it has to be. Yeah, around this size is fine. Now what I'm going to do is, हमारा जो circle है ना, you can see that there are 4 points. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, how many points do you have? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, forget the anchor points. Corner anchor points को छोड़ दीजिए, लेकिन circle में कितना points है? 4, right? So what I'm going to do is this, you can see this point which is at the bottom. नीचे वाला जो point है ना, I'm going to bring that point exactly at the edge of this face. Face का जो edge है ना, see, this is the edge of the face. This is the rabbit's face, no? Edge of the rabbit's face. So you can see that the bottom point of the circle is touching the edge of the face. Bottom point of the circle is touching the edge of the face. So if it is like this, it will be easy for you to adjust the shape. Now I'm going to decrease the size even more. I'm going to hold my shift key, make it approximately this size. Okay. So when you make it this size, it will be very easy for you to do the remaining things. What I'm going to do now is, I'm going to go to the fill section and I'm going to disable the fill. Under stroke, I will put the same dark peach color. So stroke में आपको याद है ना, I think I told you this, that you can increase the thickness of the stroke. Up arrow जो है ना, click on this up arrow so you can increase the thickness of the stroke. You can see that the stroke has become thick over here. Look at the circle. So this is decreasing and this is increasing the stroke. So once this is done, what you can do is click on the tool which is below the selection tool. एक white color button होगा. This one, just click on that. This is the second tool on your toolbar. What you have to do is just, so before doing this, make sure that your circle is already selected. आपका जो circle है वो selected होना चाहिए before you click on this tool. Once you click on this tool, just select this anchor point. Click on delete on your keyboard. Select the anchor point. Click on backspace or delete on your keyboard. Now this anchor point, if it is coming outside the face, don't worry. What you can do is just click on it once and then bring it little bit inside. Just drag and bring it little bit inside. Don't worry. We will be learning more about this tool in our further classes, because this is only the first class. I didn't want to make it very complicated. Okay, you can adjust these points however you want. You can click and drag it anywhere. Okay. I'll not make it that big. Rabbit doesn't smile so much. So I'll make it very small. Just one small smile. Okay. So with that, we are done with our mouth also for the rabbit. You can go back to the original tool. Okay, you can do some adjustments to the mouth or the nose. अगर आपको थोड़ा सा adjustments करना है, feel free to do that. Okay, so I think this is done. Next, what we are going to do is, we are going to make the ears. Rabbit का जो कान है ना, that we are going to make. That is very easy. So just right click on the shape tool, click on rectangle. I'm going to create a medium sized rectangle like this. I'm going to click on the selection tool. मैं rectangle को rotate करने वाली हूँ. Make it rotated so that it is facing like this. Yes, the rabbit's ears should be slanting. So make it slanting and bring it on top of the face. You can make it little big also. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to change the color to the light peach color. Okay. Next, what we are going to do is, we are going to do the curvy corners. Okay. Very simple. So you can zoom in if you want to see what you're doing clearly. Just click on this anchor point. ठीक है, आपके पास 4 round points होगा ना. Click on the one that is here, okay, like right opposite to the face. This anchor point you select, drag it and bring it inside. I just did single click, so that's why all the points came inside. Double click on this and then bring only this inside. Okay. So once that is done, you can adjust even this anchor point if you want. Just little bit, not little bit, you can bring it inside. Okay, however you like. This also, I think you can bring it inside. Okay. So this is done. You can adjust the size again if you want, but I'm not sure whether it will work or not. So that's why please try to adjust the size before you start rounding the corners. ठीक है, आप corners को round करने से पहले please make sure you adjust the size of your rectangle. Next, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to click on Ctrl C and Ctrl F to duplicate the rectangle. Click, drag and bring it slightly behind. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे. And now I will change this color into dark peach color. But the problem is, this ear is on the other side of the rabbit's face. मतलब ये कान जो है ना, वो पीछे होना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो rabbit के दूसरी side पे है. You know, it is like on the other side of the rabbit's face. So I am going to bring this layer behind. So how to bring layers behind in Illustrator? You can use the layers panel also. So you can select the rectangle. You will see inside layer 1, we would have created all these shapes. So just click on this arrow. You can see what all we have created so far. I'm just going to select on this rectangle. You can see it's already selected. The blue button will tell you which layer is selected. So I'm going to click on this layer, drag and bring it all the way behind. So now you can see that this ear has gone behind this one. You can even rotate this ear, okay, because it is not necessary that the ears should be at the same rotation or something. आप इसको थोड़ा सा rotate भी कर सकते हैं. So it looks more natural. Okay. Right. I think we can adjust the size of the ears even more. Okay, I think this should be enough. So now we can go for the body of the rabbit. Body of the rabbit is very simple. Just one circle and one rounded rectangle. So I'm going to again, you can take the circle tool from here, or you can just duplicate this circle also. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this circle. Click on Ctrl C, Ctrl F. ये वाला rectangle जो है ना, काफी, sorry, ये वाला circle जो है ना, काफी बड़ा होना चाहिए. It has to be little big because it's the body of the rabbit. है ना? We're making the body of the rabbit. So it has to be pretty big. Okay, so I think this is fine. Next, what we have to do is we are going to create a rectangle. So just click on the rectangle tool. Create a nice big rectangle like this. I'm pressing the selection tool. I'm bringing this here. हम इसको थोड़ा सा rotate कर देंगे so that the rectangle is also slanting. Okay. The body of the rabbit is slanting, no? So same way we will make the rectangle also slanting. Bring the rectangle like this. Adjust the size. ठीक है, आप size को थोड़ा सा adjust करना पड़ेगा. Adjust it so that it looks like this. Okay. तो सर्कल का जो हाइट है और रेक्टेंगल का जो हाइट है दोनों सेम होना चाहिए. ओके, राइट. आई थिंक इफ दिस इज डन, इट्स easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this rounded point at the end and I'm going to bring this inside. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा inside. Okay, I've brought that little bit inside. Now again I'm going to double click on this point, drag and bring it inside. I'll just bring this panel here. Okay. So we have finished creating the body of the rectangle. It is very simple, right? Okay. Next, we're going to create the legs and the tail. Legs and tail is very, very easy. So first, I'm going to create the ellipse tool. Before I do that, let me just drag and select this whole thing. I'm just rotating it, maybe a little bit. आप थोड़ा सा adjust कर सकते हैं if you feel that your shape has not come out well. So I'm just adjusting this little bit. Okay. Okay, I think this is fine for now. So please make sure that you do these minute adjustments so that you get your rabbit correctly. Okay, right. So now we are done with this. Next, we will make the legs. So I'm clicking on this circle tool. My circle tool ko click karke, I'll just create one oval like this. Okay, one small oval like this. I'm gonna rotate the oval slightly. तो ये जो थोड़ा सा slanting होना चाहिए. We are making the long legs of the rabbit. तो rabbit के पास long legs होता है और short legs भी होता है. हम सबसे पहले long legs को create करेंगे. Short leg will come here, okay, and tail will come here. I think I can round this little bit more. Okay, yeah, I think this is better. Okay, next I will create the rectangle tool. Just a small rectangle like this. You can see that the rectangle here is very, very small. Yes. So same way we are creating a nice good rectangle here. You can adjust the size of the ellipse so it comes little more down. And bring the rectangle like this. ठीक है, आप मुझे देखकर you can do it gradually, okay? Just observe where I'm putting the shape, okay? So if the circle is like this, the rectangle is like this. तो अगर आप बाहर आ जाए, तो it should look like one single leg. Understood? That is how I'm positioning it like this. So be very careful. It should not be like this or like this. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be exactly over here so that it looks like one single leg. Okay. Now I'm going to select this rectangle, round the corners and bring them inside. Thoda sa change ho gaya, so let's bring it inside properly. Yes, I think this looks way better. Okay. Let's see if it matches this properly. I think this can be thicker, right? So we'll make this little bit thick. Okay, so I think this is perfect. Now I'm going to click on this rectangle, duplicate the rectangle, okay, and bring it over here. Control C, Control V to duplicate, and I'm going to bring this leg over here. So you can see we have created this short leg and this long leg for the rabbit. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the, not change the color, we will do that later. First, we will do the tail. Okay, so legs are also over now, we will do the tail. Don't worry, we will do the color changes so that it looks like a perfect rabbit. I'm going to create a proper circle by holding the shift key on my keyboard. मैं एक प्रॉपर सर्कल को क्रिएट करके मैंने इसको यहाँ पे मैंने लाके रख दिया मैंने. आई हैव टू ब्रिंग दिस बिहाइंड द बॉडी. आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं कि टेल जो है वो बॉडी के पीछे है, राइट? दैट लेयर इज बिहाइंड द बॉडी लेयर. सो आई एम गोइंग टू क्लिक ऑन दिस. You can see that this layer has been selected. I'll just click, drag and bring it all the way down. You can bring out the layers panel if you're not able to see it clearly. Let me select this tail once more. Okay. I think it's gone behind that layer. Yes, it has gone behind the layer. Okay. Next, what we are going to do is, we are going to create this ground. ठीक है, ये जो floor है, for the rabbit to sit on. So we should make it look like it is sitting on the floor. So I'm going to create a rectangle tool. Click, drag and make it this size ताकि rabbit का जो legs है ना वो rectangle के अंदर आ जाना चाहिए. Rabbit का जो legs है rectangle के अंदर आ जाना चाहिए so that it looks like it is sitting on the floor. Okay. And you can bring the floor all the way behind. So this is the floor layer. You can bring it all the way behind. अब यहाँ पे I'm going to tell you a shortcut to bring the layers behind or forward. तो अगर आपको किसी layer को you want to bring it back. So for bringing it back, press Control and left bracket to bring it to the back, one step. So you can see that this layer has gone one step behind. Again, I will press on Control and left bracket. You see what happens to this selected layer. Can you see one more step it went down? Now, what if I want my layer to go all the way behind? मतलब मेरा जो layer है, अगर मुझे इस layer को I want to bring it all the way behind. मतलब सारे layer से पीछे अगर मुझे लाना चाहती हूँ, then I just have to press Shift, Control and left bracket. Now, can you see where this layer has come? It has come all the way to the bottom. Okay. Opposite is for bringing to the front. तो अगर मुझे इस layer को एक step आगे लाना चाहिए, I have to press Control and right bracket. If I want to bring this layer all the way to the front, press Shift, Control and right bracket. So Control left bracket for one step back, Shift, Control left bracket for all the way back. ठीक है, ये backwards के बारे में है. Front के बारे में, अगर मुझे एक step आगे लाना चाहती हूँ, तो I have to press Control and right bracket to bring one step forward. Shift, Control and right bracket to bring it all the way to the front like this. Okay. So I hope it was clear. You can use these shortcuts. It is very useful if you use these shortcuts. Okay. So now I'm going to click on these rounded points and bring it all the way inside. And we are done with creating our floor also. Now I know this doesn't look anything like a rabbit. Don't worry. We will change the colors right now. So I'm going to go to the properties section. सबसे पहले मैं क्या करूंगी, मैं ये जो लाइट पीच कलर है ना, आई एम नॉट लाइकिंग इट सो मच, सो आई एम गोइंग टू मेक इट even more lighter. So I'm going to go to the second pointer and make it more lighter. So ekdam light peach, you can see this one, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the left section. तो मैंने ये जो नया कलर है, I have created this new color by adjusting it in the right side section. मैंने थोड़ा सा adjust करके I have created this new color. Okay, so I am going to now save it as a new swatch. So I'm going to press on this plus sign and just click on OK in this window. You can see that a new color has popped up. So you can select all your other shapes. Not all shapes, let's go one by one. So first we'll change the shape. We'll first change the color of the face, and the others we will see what to do. Okay, we'll go one by one. Now this circle, you can see it has come in front of this face. We want it to be behind the face. So I'm pressing on Control and left bracket once to bring it to the back. Okay. I think this body color is fine. Or we can even change it to this pink color if you want. I think this pink color looks nice. Now I am changing this. I'm holding the shift key and I'm selecting all these layers. What are layers? हमारा जो leg है, tail है, all these layers I'm going to select all of them by pressing the shift key on my keyboard, and I'm going to change the color into our light peach. Yes? Okay. Okay, now you can see that the legs are behind the body in this one. Legs are always behind the body. So we will do the same adjustment here also. Legs we will bring behind the body. So press Control and left bracket until the leg completely goes behind the body. Okay. Tail is already behind the body, so no problem. Okay, I think now our rabbit looks much better. Next, we will change the color of the ground to brown color. Okay. Right. So now this step is also done. Now, last but not the least, what we have to do is we will add some highlights. Okay. Highlights को आप कैसे add करेंगे? Very simple. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. I just adjusted the size over here. So coming to our highlights. How to do the highlights? Very simple. I'm going to go to the rectangle tool. Create a small rectangle like this. Okay. Click on these round buttons and curve the corners completely for all the 4 sides. Bring this here. Adjust the size little bit and rotate it so it is slanting on the body. Okay. आप इसको Control C और Control V कर सकते हैं and bring it like this. Control C, Control V. You can change the size also if you want. मैं इसको थोड़ा सा छोटा कर दूंगी. Okay, so I think this is fine for the rabbit. We're going to do the same thing for the ground also. So you can again Control C, Control V this. आप इसका जो rotation है, bring it back to 0 degree. We're going to make this very light brown. ठीक है, हम इसको एकदम light brown बनाने वाले हैं. So how to do that? First, click on the brown color, dark brown color. Now you can see it has changed into dark brown color. Go to the right side section. Last pointer जो है ना, bring that towards the left side. तो यू कैन सी दैट नाउ इट हैज बिकम लाइट ब्राउन. तो अगर आपको लाइटनेस और डार्कनेस को चेंज करना चाहते हैं, मतलब व्हाइटिश और ब्लैकिश, if the brown is whitish brown or blackish brown, that you want to change means you have to use the last pointer. Okay, you can do control C and control V for this and bring another one here also. Okay, I just adjusted the size of the rabbit's body because मुझे लगा कि थोड़ा सा, I mean, you know, it was too big. Okay, so that's it. And we are done with creating our beautiful little rabbit. I hope आप सबने इस वीडियो को enjoy किए हैं. I hope you all enjoyed making this rabbit along with me. Very basic features we learned to use. The shape tool, selection tools, the first two. And we also learned how to change the color, how to add swatches, the left section, right section, ये सब चीजें हमने सीख लिए हैं. Yes. So now what you can do is, once you've finished creating your rabbit, go to File, click on Export, Export as, and you can save it in any folder you want. आपको जो भी folder में आप save करना चाहते हैं, select that folder and click on Export, और आपका जो illustration है वो export हो जाएगा. So I hope you all enjoyed this. See you all in our next lesson. Bye and take care.